Hello everyone, welcome to weekly Subspace desktop meeting. We will be presenting the changes to you. Let me start by sharing my screen. Let's start with the new issues. Thanks to Arthur, we have some new issues here. So let's say recently updated, yeah. All right. So I'm going to open the latest ones. An update on that. Arthur made some mockups for the error page. So I think Serge will be working on that. And so these are assigned to Serge, so I will save them for Serge. Serge can talk about that. I have some updates about that. So previously, we were restarting the whole application when we changed the name of the node. So users were able to change the name of the node, but when they do that, instead of just restarting the node, we were restarting all the application since there were some bugs. These bugs are now resolved. And that's why I started again the node restart feature. So when we change the name of the node, we will just restart the node and Farmer will act accordingly. This is the new thing I'm working on, and we can track the updates from this issue. No one has assigned to this one. Arthur, you want to talk about this?
Yeah, so since we have the pre-release testing channel now, thanks team, I figured we're gonna start. It's probably gonna be best for us to start doing automated notifications to the Discord community channel to kind of just make it a lot simpler for us to kind of notify community when we have new releases. So I just linked an example Discord action that or GitHub action for Discord that I thought would be useful for us to add to the workflow. So whenever we cut another pre-release, that we don't need to worry about it, have the automation just send the message in, and then we can start syncing with the community on that channel so they can get the updates that they need.
Okay. To who should we assign this to? I think I can do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, once you get to the portion of adding the bot into Discord, just let me know, Oscar. I can
Okay. Yeah,
get
thank
that
you.
portion set up.
Okay, for the new issues, nothing on my side. Let me cover the closed ones if there are anything related. Only this one.
Yeah, I can comment. Serge actually updated me on this, so I closed it. But yes, I was asking about using a design system, but Serge mentioned that we have Quasar that already has it, so I closed it since we are already using Material UI, and they already have their own font system included. This also ties back to the original Air model that I created, so I updated it to use our existing design system. That way, this will make it a lot simpler for us going forward if we have any other UI UX changes. So we can just streamline this until we have a dedicated designer.
Okay, thank you. All right, other than that, we have open PRs, and I have two of them, this and this. This is draft, and the latest changes are not here because it was sending too much notifications to everyone. That's why I continued my updates on workflow experimenting branch, another branch. I notified Nazar about that as well. So we have only one bug to resolve, which is sometimes when we build the Cirrus runtime dependency, it conflicts with another dependency, which is not happening in monorepo, weird, only happening in the desktop. I couldn't figure it out on my own, so Nazar will take a look at that. And after we finish that bug, the workflow is good to go, as far as I know. So that should be finished. And for the other PR that opened, so remember that I talked about the node restart feature again. So for that, we had to update Subspace and Substrate, and this PR is updating all of them, and we were behind of the monorepo for quite some time. So it included a lot of changes in the farmer code and node. So this is successful. I run the tests for this PR on the local testnet, and it produced logs. And as far as I know, there is some small bug related to the online syncing process. And I believe Alexa is on that, fixing on that. So after that is fixed, we can also test it in the online setting. And that will be merged after this test is finished. So it's like maybe half an hour later, it will be merged. So for the closed PRs, let me go through them. Yeah, nothing on my hand. We can talk about the project board after Serge has covered all his changes. So I can stop presenting and hand it over to Serge.
Okay, so I'm still working on the adding store, which is a Pinia library for Vue.js. And yesterday I mentioned there was a problem with, so this is an issue, and this is my draft PR. We can walk through the code if you want, but long story short, it's focused on decoupling state and like other interaction with other APIs like config, local storage from presentational components, and move everything away to the store. So it kind of all concerns are separated, and we can test them separately. And also, I mentioned yesterday there was a problem with testing, and I clarified with Tauri team, this is due to Vue.js limitation. And yeah, I managed to solve it today. So we now have some tests, and yeah, we can run them. Not too many tests, but yeah, we will keep adding them in the future. And while I was working on this one, I also noticed a problem that I wanted to discuss. This one. So this is our current dashboard, and we have this plot component. So first of all, at some point we lost the icon here, similar to this icon and here. And we have this status. Currently it's initializing, but in the code I saw some statuses like verifying, corrupted, downloading. So as far as I know, they don't really make sense right now. So if we can discuss what should we display here, that would be, I can add this within my current PR.
Yeah, let me add a note on that. Like verifying and corrupted were added as placeholders in the very beginning of the application. Then we plan to have like some plot verification health check, but it's not here yet. So as Serge said, they do not mean anything in the moment. Yeah,
and we don't show them. So yeah, and also on tests, I will add tests to the current GitHub workflow, so we can have them on in our CI. Yeah, that's all.
That's great work, Serge. That's a big deal for us to decouple that state and start testing. Glad to see that.
Before moving on to board, like next week, we will have a demo about node restart. I'm working on it. It's not finished yet. That's why it's the PR is not open for it. For my tests, local tests, it's working, but I want to be sure. So next week we will have a demo about that, and I can show the demo, sorry, the project board right now.
Özkan, do you think that
Yep.
demo will be ready before next week?
It can, depends on the, there is a bug on the farmer side, which happens very occasionally, very rarely. I can talk about that with Ivan in Slack. So if you can solve it within 1 or 2 days, it can be ready.
Does the demo work when you don't have the bug?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. I think it would be great just to share the demo as soon as it's like working. Or I mean, even just to see what it looks like. And then once it is fully working, share it. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is don't let the meeting schedule be a blocker for sharing updates. So it's really easy to use like Loom or something just to record, a short demo and then just like throw it in Slack, and just ping us and let us know. And we can give feedback there. So that we can have a better, feedback loop and not be locked into meetings for moving forward.
Okay, we'll do. As soon as the demo is ready, I will send it to Slack.
Great, thanks.
So in progress, there are 3 things on my end. Like this is the node restart issue. This is the these 2 are related to the new publish workflow. This is the new publish workflow itself. This is after the new workflow, we will have the operating system name embedded in the executable name. So when you are downloading the executable, it won't just say .msi. So you don't have to figure out, okay, MSI is for Windows. It will clearly say Windows.msi so that the users will know which installer to download for which operating system. Before, for our current workflow, we couldn't do it. So that's why in the new workflow, we can solve this issue. Serge, do you want to talk about that or any other thing?
Yeah, I think this one is blocked by dashboard design.
Okay, let me just. Okay. And for the other blocked tasks, this is the rotating log file. I'm still waiting for Tokyo Tracing community and the team. So after I finish all my work, if they don't have any updates, I will just implement this feature from the fork. So this is again the new dashboard design. Waiting for that. And this is after we revamped the plotting progress page. So that's why it may not be relevant anymore that I'm not focused on that right now because of that. Going back to the status page, this is how it looks. We have 8 more tasks to do. Yeah. Any comments, questions?
Did you already go through those new tasks? Was that what you did at the beginning?
New tasks? No. You mean the to-do ones?
Yeah.
No, we haven't covered them, but they were in place. So
so those are
no
not new
updates to that.
tasks.
Yeah.
Okay,
They are
so those
just
are old
to-do.
tasks. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you said they were new tasks. My bad.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. Go ahead.
That's
Do
all
you got
from my
anything else,
end.
Özkan?
No.
Okay. Justin, do you have anything?
No major updates on my end. I have Ryan working on updating the documentation for the Subspace desktop, just making it a little bit more user-friendly. Then I have a meeting with Arthur later today. I was going to hand off all the security keys and stuff like that to him. But that's all on my end so far, other than testing once we get that demo ready.
Okay, thanks, Justin. Arthur, any updates or anything else you want to cover?
No, I think those are pretty much all I wanted to cover during this meeting.
Okay. Anything else we need to cover? Yvonne? Anyone else I missed? All right, great. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. We will see you again next week with more exciting updates.
Bye-bye.